Hello everyone, welcome to the last champion deck from World of Warcraft. Today we will be looking at Murkdeep, the Murloc. This was an old quest back in vanilla, all the way through Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. There was a wanted quest, basically the same as Hogger, but for the Night Elves. You started off in Aberdeen and just made your way to the huts to the south, I believe, where the Murlocs lived, and Merkdeep was defending the huts. They took the quest out of World of Warcraft ever since the Cataclysm. The area around Aberdeen hasn't been the same ever since. We now see a big, giant storm over there. Right, let's get to the intro card. Champion deck, Merkdeep. Alright then. Murlocs show their strength in numbers, and Merkdeep and his monster allies are no different. From Element's Fury to the decimating Greater Chain Lightning, this shaman has what it takes to dispense with opposing allies. Merkdeep is not alone in this fight. He brings a lot of Murlocs with him. Chumley and Gobbler lead the charge with an army of Murloc coast runners behind them. If your forces are dwindling, you can call in reinforcements with Unleash the Swarm. Right. Very nice. Also Delve. And of course the tokens. We have a token over here. It's a Crab token. It's a 1/1 token. Monster Ally Crab Giant. Now for the hero itself. So there is Merkdeep. He is a Murloc Shaman. 28 health, and for 4 you can flip him. Alright, his ability. When a Murloc ally enters play under your control, Merkdeep deals 1 nature damage to the target opposing hero and heals 1 damage from himself. And as always, because he is a monster, you cannot put Horde or Alliance cards in your deck. Neat. Right, let's get to the deck itself. We start off with Bobbler. It is 4 and it's a 1/4. So this and other Murloc allies you control have Assault 2. Alright, so basically the Murloc decks, they work as a swarm. It's a big swarm. You place 1 Murloc, it adds an effect to the group, normally. There are some Murlocs that don't do anything, like the Coast Runners. But this one does. It gives them all Assault. We have 2 of those here. Then we have Bright Eye. It is 3 resources. It's a 1/4. And when this or another Murloc ally enters play under your control, this ally heals 3 damage from target hero or ally. Very nice. So you get to keep on healing. We have 2 of these. And we have Bubblegill. Bubblegill is for 4 resources, a 2/4. See him here leading the army of Murlocs. This and other Murloc allies you control have Protector. Not too bad. We have 2 of those as well. Chumley. Right. For 3 resources, it's a 2/2. This and other Murloc allies you control have +1/+1. Sweet. 3 of those. Nice. Then we have Krabby Fin. Krabby Fin is 2 resources and it's a 1/1. So when this or another Murloc ally enters play under your control, you may put a 1/1 crab monster ally token into play. Cool, we have 2 of them. Giblin Plunderer. For 5, I believe we had this one in the Elder Limb deck as well. It's a 3/5 and it has Empower Monster. When his ally enters play, if you control another monster, hero, or ally, you may destroy target equipment. Then there is Gobbler, and Gobbler is 6. It is a 5/6. When Gobbler attacks, you may search your deck for a Murloc, reveal it, and put it into your hand. When Gobbler or another Murloc ally you control is destroyed, each opponent chooses and destroys an ally he controls. Sweet. And then we go to the abilities. I believe the card over here speaks of Coast Runners. I haven't seen any Coast Runners. Let's see if the numbers add up, shall we? So this is number 14, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11, 10, 9, 8. Alright. So we need to have a 7 and a 15 over here. If that is correct, that intro card is lying to us. Dirty, dirty. Right, Elements Fury. For 3, it's a Shaman ability. Your hero deals 3 nature damage to target hero and 3 nature damage to target ally. We have 2 of these. Fork Lightning. For 5, it deals 5 damage to target hero and ally. So it's basically the same, but 5. Sweet. Also 2. And 7, Greater Chain Lightning. Target up to 5 heroes and or allies. Your hero deals 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 nature damage to them respectively. Ha, sweet. That's a cool card. We have 1 of those. Then we have Monstrous Strike. It is 2, and target hero or ally has +1 attack this turn, or +4 attack if it's a monster. That's a very nice card to have in a Murloc deck. Right, this is number 5. I was talking about numbers 7. That doesn't sound right, and I missed 2. Alright, let's just take a look at it afterwards. Bloodbane's Fall. It is the same equipment throughout the other 2 decks as well. Your hero has Assault 1. It defends for 3 and it costs 3. All classes can have it. 1 card. Then we have the Platinum Shield of Valorous. This armor has +1 defense for each face down resource you control. It starts off with 0, but yeah, it can be pretty much. It's only 3 to pay. This is quite a nice card. Then we have the Blackout Truncheon. This is one of the best cards in the decks, I believe. It is an instant. I know I had a couple of these, and I know they sold for quite well. They sold quite well, and for a steady amount of money. So I believe this is the card to look after. 3 damage, 2 to strike, 2 to play. And when this weapon enters play, exhaust target hero or ally. That character can't ready during its controller's next ready step. That is nice. Nice, nice, nice. And it's a rare. Then we have the Lightning Whelk X, which is just a 2, 3, well, 2 to strike, 3 to strike and 2 damage for 2. Nothing else. The quests. An Ancient Awakens. Alright, you pay 1 less to complete this quest for each monster, hero and or ally you control. Well, that's a pretty good card in this deck. With all the Coast Runners that I believe are in this deck, they should be in this deck. You can easily complete this quest for free. 2 of these. Then again, we have the Blue Leaf Tubers. It is pay 2 to collect this, to complete this quest. Reward, shuffle your graveyard into your deck. Oh, and the funny thing is, we have seen this card before, and just like any other card we have seen before, they have their own deck name and number. So if you are a collector and you collect these cards just for the sake of collecting, you have a couple of the same cards from these decks, but with different set names. Which is nice if you want to build decks from it. Then you have spare copies. Alright, the culmination of our efforts. Pay 4 to complete this quest. Reward, choose ability, ally, equipment or quest, and reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put a revealed card of the chosen type into your hand and the rest of on the bottom of your deck. Nice card. 2 times. Entrenched, again. We have seen this card before as well, just like this one, combination of your efforts. So this one was, if you control an ally, which you probably will in this deck, pay 3 to complete this quest. Draw a card. Then we have this one again. 4 times. My god. They had to get rid of it, didn't they? The Key to Freedom. Seriously, if anyone can tell me if this card was ever used in a tournament play, in any combination with another card that makes it good, please do tell me, because I don't see why this card is playable. So you pay 4 to complete this quest, which is very much, and you draw a card. And then 2 times the last living Lorekeeper, which is on your turn, pay 5 to complete it, and the reward is heal 3 from your hero and draw a card. Those twice. Now I will pause the video here and take a look at the missing cards that I have. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so that took a bit longer than I hoped. Actually, I missed another card, apparently. So yeah, first of all, we had the Murloc Coast Runner. It is a 2/1 for 1, and you get 12 in this deck. Unfortunately, I remember I sold quite a lot of these, so I don't have the 12 anymore. But yeah, it's part of the deck. Then we have another Murloc that I missed, Swarmtooth. For 2, we have a 1/1. When this or another Murloc ally enters play under your control, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Murloc, put it into your hand. Nice. And I missed 2 abilities, which there should have been 2 of in the deck, and I also sold 1 of each. So first of all, we have Unleash the Swarm, 4 resources, and reveal the top 7 cards of your deck. Put all revealed Murloc allies with cost 1 or less into play, and the rest on the bottom of your deck. This is a very, very nice card. Very good one. I played a Murloc deck before, back when the game was still alive, still uncancelled. And this card, oh, it just blew my mind. It is amazing. Great card. And, of course, which is 1, and gives your allies, your Murloc allies, +1 attack and ferocity, which is also insanely good. I used to play this one as well. It is a great card. Now, when a couple of weeks ago I told you guys that there were 3 monster decks, which we have covered by now, and there were 2 regular hero decks, 1 alliance and 1 horde. Now, it turns out, in my search for these lost cards, I actually found the decks. Dark Lady Sylvanas Windrunner and Jaina Proudmoore. And next week I will be doing Jaina Proudmoore. So, stay tuned. See you all next week. Bye.